though? There we go. I had to take the tape off because, I keep tape on my cameras so, they won't look at me. But what up, though? This life is rigged, man. And I have an important video that I want to speak on right quick. And it's looking very crucial. On the blood moon, which is everything is written, the blood moon, the eclipse moon on the 14th is the eclipse moon. Um, October is a satanic month where a lot of sacrifices happen. Every season they has their big feast. In wintertime they have a couple of them. Springtime they have a couple of them. But this October is going to be a super feast. Okay? Yeah, you heard the news with the attacks of Israel and Hamas, which is Palestinian. They've been fighting for years. Every time you watch TV and you see these groups of people fighting, it's always been Israel and Palestine. So Israel just decided to go in and go to war. Everything is staged on a flat earth. And it seems like all systems are go, you know. And you have this thing where you have Russia going in and fighting Ukraine, all tiptoeing all around NATO lands. And it been some incidents where they have touched some NATO people in land. They ain't speaking about it. It's too close to Ukraine. So it's like these baby wars is setting up for the big wars. Because you got, the United States backing Israel and Ukraine. So it's what you gonna do? You have all these warships and planes going to Israel in support of Israel. Israel decided to go to war with Palestine. So that tells me this is planned. Okay, this is a planned attack. And it was a planned attack. And it's about to get fucking ugly. Because the Great Reset have to happen. Before the Great Reset can happen, things have to get destroyed. So they're going to destroy a little couple of things so they can do the reset. Get everybody in fear. Because they got to shake and bake you and get you in fear and prepped up. So by the time the dollar crash, the digital and everything, the dollar is going to crash during World War III. So it's going to be 2 or 3 things happening at the same time. So by the time they're going to be passing any laws they want to pass, or if they trying to pass the digital dollar or anything they trying to do during that time where we are getting kicked in our ass trying to survive for food and stuff, it would be easily done. This is a art of war technique. Distract you with some terror and go in, and it will be no type of friction or anybody strong enough to stop them from passing any law or making any decision, which is um, put in the digital currency. The digital currency already been passed in law by Biden. President Biden passed a law for digital currency. Okay, so they do everything by law so they can say, hey, it's in law, right? Even though it don't make sense, or even though it enslaves us. But if it's in law, it's legal. So the shit is hitting the shit is hitting the fan. And they doing this shit in the wintertime, which is the worst time to do it for us, for anybody that's in the cold states. Um, it's funny and strange how Israel jumps up and go to war with Palestine like that. They had to be coached and prepped and timed and told a time to do this. So United States is going to be stretched thin, and I'm gonna tell you where we fall short at. United States is going to be stretched thin with gathering up materials, money, and weapons and everything for Israel war. We already been doing it for Ukraine war. You sent billions to Ukraine for their war. Now you have Israel. You keep playing like that, by the time Russia and China kicks in, because you know China and Russia is backing them too, of course. But they got gold. They got gold back behind their money. They have more resources. They don't have more resources than us, but they have more solids than us. The liquids is the supposed to be backed by gold dollar bills. Solids, that's more like gold. You can't buy nothing with gold. It's a solid. You have to go transfer that gold for some dollars, then take the dollars and go buy what you want to buy. You can't just go buy something with some gold, even though he might take it and trade you. It'd be a trade. It won't be a buy. But this is real fucking serious because this is amping up the bullshit. Don't you know in New York, they are Palestinians and Israel's are, excuse me, in New York, they are fighting, okay? They are at war in New York, okay? Here in Detroit, Michigan, I'm ready to hear something that's going to happen to a Palestinian mosque or a um or community or Israel community. They have those communities here in Detroit. I don't know why. For some reason, different cultures came in groups and took up neighborhoods. We have a side of town, a suburb city just for Iraqis. They almost own the whole fucking town, Dearborn. So, um, this World War III shit is very fucking serious, and I think the hammer has have been dropped. Because the art of war, you're gonna hit your opponent before he thinks you're gonna hit him. So we're gonna be on high alert with the high alert. Remember the alert system they just sent everybody? Why do you think they had to test that alert system on the 4th or whatever day that was? Because we are at war. We're going to get something very serious on our phones that's going to tell us that We are under attack. Maybe this month. That's why I'm dropping a video when nobody's watching. So with this blood eclipse moon, I call it ain't a blood moon per se, but it is a blood moon because it's a harvest moon. It's meaning that a lot of souls will be harvests. You know what I'm saying? A lot of souls will be harvested. It's demonic. Okay? I don't know what advice to tell you other than my videos that I told you to what to do when we are off grid. What type of personality to have. Don't talk to no one. Practice is over. It's game time. What type of energy you should have. You shouldn't be depressed, even though if you see people getting killed in the street, because you will die the way they wanted you to die. Dying in stress and duress. You don't want to die like that. Because you're cursing your soul if you leave this place dying, stressed out. You're going to come back in your next life, stressed the fuck out to the point it might be a mental illness. No one displaying anything to you because, you starting a new life. You have to figure this shit out and do all types of shit. So you don't want to be just dying in stress or yelling and in fear. I mean, it's hard not to die in fear for some people, but you know, you just don't want to be terrified when you die. That's for sure. Um, this is in harvest. Look at that, 11:11. This is a harvest for the gods. You know, that's why I don't pray to them because this is all a show. They the ones that's doing everything. They're the leaders, and they the ones who wrote the script. You say life is a script. Who you think wrote the script? You say God and the devil. How is only one? So how is the hell you think is a God, a good and a bad? You only see the bad. Um, Give your life to whoever. I don't know what the fuck these crazy people be talking about when they be saying that shit. Why don't you do it? You don't believe in the shit. That's why you type that shit in the comments to try to get everybody else to reassure you in the comments, telling you, yeah, that's right, because you don't believe the shit. Okay? Why you scared for everybody else? Because you're scared for yourself. And your misery love company. Prayer don't do nothing for you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to convince you. You can stay blind all you want. That's your problem. It's already too late. You be praying for nothing. It's already too late. We were supposed to take action, and your ass was fucking sleep. So I don't want to hear that fucking pray shit when your ass was a lazy bum. Didn't want to change shit, step out there and change shit. I don't want to hear that shit. But it is going to be. I think something is this. I think something is going to happen this month. I don't know what it is. I can read in between my family and how people close to me are fucking going crazy, losing their fucking mind. Like they getting ready to leave this place before shit jump off or while it's jumping off. It don't look like they're gonna make it, and they're not all the way. One person is just dumb and weak, and another person just ignorant and dumb and stupid, I guess. Whatever, same thing, but I don't see them making it any further, going any further. Like financially, everything is crashing down on them, and I feel like, damn, I can't help them because I'm financially just making I make good money, but paying for this expensive ass fucking room and other shit and keeping the fucking truck up, that should be eating my shit up. So, you know, you know, my money is just to stay afloat. It ain't to do anything extra. I can't do anything extra like save anybody, help anybody. I wish I could, but God don't bless good people. People bless people, and people don't bless people because they want to keep their fucking consumption money to themselves because they scared they're gonna run out, or they feel like they got it. You should go get it, whatever. They don't know how you being blackballed into this situation or whatever the case may be. But um, remember what I say. You're gonna have to do some things you might not want to do as far as trying to stay alive, because an imp attack can happen because to me, as I meditate this shit for many years, I said to myself, a good strategy would be to imp attack before you come in. You can start two wars with two countries supporting it. You got one versus one country supporting two wars, and money ain't backed by gold. So you only could play and dance for so long to where the United States is going to be like war thin, you know? Then let's say, okay, you got Russia at war with Ukraine. You got Russia fighting in Ukraine, and you got Russia looking at the United States, and they both staring at each other while they both watch the war in Ukraine. So that's all they have to do is start the war with United States and Ukraine. And once that happens, that's Ww3. That would be direct line for United States and Russia. It would be no more Ukraine and Russia. It would be United States and Russia. It's like you're fighting the big boss in the video game at the end. You fighting, you beat his last guy, you beat the little guy, so now the big bow boys could jump in. Now, because he see you picking on a little guy, he gonna watch that for so long, then he gonna jump in and he gonna have to fight him. So once once Russia shoot down an American fighter jet in Ukraine, then shooting more, then there it is. It's a full blast war with Russia and United States in Ukraine. Then you got Israel and Palestine fighting, right? Then all of a sudden, United States get hit over there. One of their fighter jets get hit over there to pull United States over there and fight. It's a difference when you bring in your friend tools for their fight. Then you fuck around and you be the main fight. You turn into the main event. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And he over there in two wars looking tough and passing out toys and guns and shit. But then when you get in it, it's different. You fight. You can't fight two wars. So let's say you fight the United States and Russia over there in Ukraine. They start that war. Then United States and China. No, Iran. Then you got China. Dude, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on. That's too many. Then that would be the perfect time while all those things, while America army is being stretched thin, it'd be the perfect time to send a nuke attack in the United States. So some troops gonna have to come back home and protect home. They can have their way with Israel or Ukraine. It's like keeping your hands tied up to where you can't put your whole input. So that would be a good strategy. And I think they might do that. So the imp attack, once they get the two wars going, the little baby wars going, you send the imp attack. Then once the beginning stages and once the big boys start fighting, then you send the nuke attack. The whole military is stretched thin. We lose. We got to buy down the brinks. First, we're going to get bombed up on United States soil after we get fucking imp attacked. So it ain't going to be no power. You can't drive no car. You can't do nothing. You can't buy and trade. Everybody got to go to the FEMA camps after so long because even though there ain't going to be no law, I don't know how will they enforce that. Maybe the military. Military don't have no business coming to your apartment complex and after a month and telling you that a month off grid of no electrical power, saying that you gonna have to vacate and evacuate because you can't stay in a house that long without no running water or any type of. It's a law like that, something like that, right? Only in places like hotels and apartments. If you own your house, not own your house, but you know what I mean. If you own your house, rent your house, whatever, own your house, you paying a mortgage on your house, you have more leeway and tell them, I don't want to go with you. I don't have to go with you. But if you're in an apartment complex, unless you rent in a house, the owner can do that and put you out or whatever. But there ain't no law, so how can he enforce it? You know what I mean? He can come verbally tell you to go out. You can beat his ass, and you have a leg to stand on because he breaking the law trying to make you do something illegal. But it ain't no system up. The system is down, right? So that won't happen. But the military can come and clean everybody out those apartments or any apartment complex or hotel and tell you that you have to leave this premises. You no longer can stay here. You have to come down to the FEMA camps. Or they can tell you you just gotta leave. Then once you leave, you have nowhere to go. You're hungry, so they banking on you to be like, well, damn, let's go to the FEMA camp and eat something. It will be called a help center. It ain't gonna be called FEMA camp. You gonna see FEMA on. You might see FEMA on there. It might say FEMA help center type shit. But that's code word for FEMA camp. You're not going to see the word FEMA camp on there, but it is going to be a FEMA camp. Once you walk in, you're not going to be able to leave. Um, of course, C-19 going to be like, nope, C-20 is going to be released because you know why? Because that's a part of war. Didn't they say it leaked from a China lab or whatever? So, okay, and that's a if, and I don't know, and this is all opinion, but if they leaked C-19 out, they probably got C-20. So they can leak C-20 out at this time, and at the same time as our power is out, FEMA and the military can pull a lot of things on their own citizens as far as the FEMA camps. You got Ww3, you got no running water, shit is bombed up. They want to make smart cities anyway. They already have smart cities. They want this infrastructure tore down anyway. They don't give a fuck about this shit getting destroyed. All that New York big building shit, they want that shit destroyed. Because they want the smart cities with the wires, all the technology, all in the ground, the street, the buildings. They can't put that shit in there while it's already up. It's too much work to do. To tear something halfway down just to wire it, or put the shit they want in there. And but if you crash it down and build it up in it with it, then that's how you do it. They putting shit in the streets where they putting something in the median, in the middle median on your roads. They're doing it everywhere. What is they putting in the ground? They laying new ground down, camouflaging like they putting the road down, but the real work is what they're doing in the middle, the center median. They putting these big ass tubes in there for some reason. It's like a fucking gold rush with that shit in Detroit. Like, why y'all keep doing the medians and doing all this fucking construction? Dog, they setting this shit up. They lining us up. They lining us up now. That's why I'm doing this video, because they lining us up now. They lining us up while y'all talking about some bitch ass Puff Daddy going to jail because of Tupac murder. Are you fucking kidding me? Time release fucking stories to keep you distracted. Let me tell you when the dollar gonna crash. When the housing market, right after the housing market crashed. The housing market crashed and the stock market. Really, the housing market. We need one market to crash and it's a wrap, baby. I'm talking about the auto company or the housings, any of them bitches. That's why 2008, the government rushed in and paid the auto companies all that money. Because if the auto companies would have collapsed and went down, the whole motherfucking dollar was going to crash. I'm trying to tell you. It would have been a big help of starting the dollar to crash, like very rapid after that. So they gave them some money to keep them afloat. So it is becoming a problem with finding some products when you go in stores. We trade with China and Russia. It's all types of parts from all different areas that you cannot find. Like, you see products that they won't have until a month or two. Like, why you don't have this perk? You got everything else, but not this, or you might see that, or you might see a group, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But that trade and international trading is coming to a halt because war does that. So once this imp attack happens, it will be no internet. It will be, you can put your phones down because the motherfuckers will not work. They won't even power up. Your car won't start. It'd be just like The Walking Dead. And people used to be like, why you watch The Walking Dead, man? When it was coming out years ago, I would just be running home watching that shit because that's the guide. That is the guidebook of being off grid. Literally, I'm talking about the zombies and everything because that C20 gonna be out here. So, and you know, the stronger it gets with the number, it's gonna look like zombies because it's gonna make you more irritable, where you're gonna be moving and shaking like a crackhead, and that's and this one is gonna be some type of shit in there to where it's gonna eat your skin to where your skin all look like you a zombie. You're gonna be irritable, walking like you a zombie. You're gonna be confused like a fucking zombie. So The Walking Dead is like it's gold, man, to me, and I know exactly what to do when shit hit the fan because that was the guidebook. So it's sad. It's really, 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 really sad, man. It's sad. We're gonna be all in FEMA camps. Not me, but you know what I'm saying. Hold on. Damn. Oh, I can do it like this. So nothing matters, bro. All that shit motherfuckers talk about, it don't fucking matter, man. Cause their world overrides our world in a 3D reality. As far as a whole. Oh, wrong one. So whatever their reality hits, it stops your reality, right? If bombs start, you come outside with your reality and bombs just start dropping out the sky. Well, you got to put your reality on pause and deal with their reality at the moment, which causing your reality. You know what I'm saying? Heartache and pain. You know, dropping bombs in your hood. You on their time. Your time stops. You on their time. You gotta see what the fuck they about to do or going to do because they dropping bombs. Okay, hold on. This is so annoying, bro. Now, it kicks off October 14th kicks off World War III. Because it's already started to set in place for the 14th. Now, World War III is when United States are involved. This is like the fight before the main premiere, the main event. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just get into a fight and you gotta watch two little fights till you get to the main event. That's what we doing right now. And I think on the 14th it might be the first step of the main event starting with something. Because every moon, every harvest moon, the energy turns down. It's a draining energy. That means harvest, right? If you're food and you're energy and God needs energy and you're energy and we're energy, everything is energy. What the fuck do you think a harvest mean when a low end frequency harvest? What do you think that means? It means that You are up to be drained from your energy. Us. And this is a harvest, so this is going to be, they're going to be eating, trying to eat on us with this depression and confusion and all this other shit. So, and it ties in with the, the Georgia guidelines. Who you think wrote the Georgia guidelines? God. Okay. How can you think a human being can write on a fucking brick, aim particularly in the angle to where it hits some type of star system type shit, and tell everybody, including God, a good God, that this is my world and we're gonna keep it down to 100,000. And you think he won't do nothing. You think he just gonna just sit there and watch that. That story, it doesn't make sense. The vision the opinion and the version that I say fits more than yours, because I'm saying he's evil and this is what he's doing. Is why people don't get saved, and why the elites don't get karma, and why you have to suffer, and why everybody have a job, why he created time to know when to pay bills and shit like that. Hmm? Well, you gotta know you gotta be woke, man. You gotta know what's going on. Let's see on the 14th what happens. Now it's a list of what areas can see this eclipse, but I guarantee you, this is the harvest eclipse, and a lot of people will be harvest. It kicks off Ww3. This season might be the winter Arctic blast for certain people. Down south had got their Arctic blast, where a couple of people have died. But I think this year is going to be the real Arctic blast. I think that was just a little practice test run. I think they're gonna run that shit up, and make sure you keep your vitamins and stay healthy and stay positive minded. Stress really escalate your organs deteriorating, and it escalates sickness, and mental sickness and physical sickness. So, um, and I don't have anybody to worry about. Like, I wish I did. All my family and friends cut off, so it's like that's all I have to worry about is me. Hey, it's only you in the video game, right? When you playing your video game, right? So you come in by yourself and you leave out by yourself. You got to look at it the best way you can so it can keep you going. You know, you can't worry about people. A lot of people is going to die from this, and you're going to have to get over it real fast. And there's going to be close friends of yours dying, or people that used to be your close friends, but you're not friends with them no more, but you don't wish death on them. You wish they, do good, but from afar, they going to die on you. So you're going to have to be, like, really, like, headstrong, On the 14th, I'm surprised it's not on the 13th. I'm very surprised it's on the 14th. I'm very surprised it's not October 13th. But the 1 and the 4, it do equals 5. So that's 5-star. So, very demonic October. Very demonic September and October and December and April with Easter. All them very satanic sacrifice ritual months where a lot of people die. Not die. Dying is nothing, bro. It's nothing. It's just that you can't and you don't want to die in pain, die in agony, die in stress and confusion. That's how they want you to die. If they do bombs blowing you, if you die in the middle of bombs, terrifying bombs dropping in front of you and all that shit, you're gonna die a terrifying death, and that's gonna haunt your soul until you, for a long time, until you can reverse that and use logic and get over that. But keep your head up, man. And I think this is the big one, man. That's why I'm talking so calmly. I think this shit is gonna hit the fan. I think the shit gonna hit the fan this year, and very, very soon. Watch the energies. It's demonic energies that's really going down this month. I've been seeing really weird shit popping off, demonic shit, shit that can make you upset, shit breaking, motherfuckers turning on you, all types of shit. Motherfuckers changing energy on you and shit, you know. So I can see that the energy is shifting, like they about to do something. I can read in people when I go out in society and be like, all right, something coming. I can see the people start, malfunctioning a little bit when you know what I'm saying, because they be changing the energies, with the towers and shit. They change the energy, and people start acting like a different way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they use frequencies and change frequencies. You are a frequency, you are energy. So if they can tie something, a device that can alter that shit, of course they can have an effect on you if you're not woke. They can have an effect on you if you woke, if you're not being careful. But anyway, man, this life is rigged, bro. I just had to drop that right quick. Show some love, man. Uh, Watch your back, bro, because this shit getting wicked, man. This is really playtime about to be coming up real soon. Peace.